One boy stands beside his mother while making a out. Jimin, it's impossible for me to learn the cooking. Mrs. Min, who said you to learn the cooking? Huh? Jimin, no. Jimin, mom, search me. I learned the cooking and make food for Yoongi. He said and make a out. Mrs. Min, check out at his cuteness. Mrs. Min, it's alright, Jiminy. You no need to do this. Jimin, you don't know about mom. She don't leave me. He said and whine. Mrs. Min, okay, you just learn how to make coffee for now. He said and Jimin hurriedly nodded. Mrs. Min, okay, go and pick the ingredients. She said, and he hurriedly nodded. He opened the jar and now started to think about the coffee ingredients. And at the end, he went to Mrs. Min. Jimin, mom, I don't know about coffee ingredients. Mrs. Min, it's alright, son. Wait. She go. पूरा टैक्स आ रहा and start to tell him about the ingredients she also tell him how to make coffee and Jimin just showing her. Mrs. Min, what happened? Jimin, making coffee is that much uh, difficult, mom. If it's then I don't want to learn. We do something else, Mrs. Min. Jimin, coffee is the simple thing and you have to learn this one because we always drink coffee, she said, and Jimin make up out. Jimin, huh? Okay. He signed and then someone entered in the room. Lisa, auntie, I am hungry. You make the dinner or not? Mrs. Min, it's almost done. You go and sit on the dining table. She said and about to turn, her eyes fell on the Jimin who stand there cutely. Lisa, what are you doing here? Jimin, I just thought to learn cooking from mom, he said in low voice, and Lisa rolled her eyes. Lisa, what's cooking? And you, impossible kid, go and play with your toys. And she go. Mrs. Min, you ignore her, Jimin, and focus on your work. Jimin, no, mom. She said, right, I am still kid. I play with the toys. I can't stay without my plushie. I'm really kid and I can't do anything. He said, and Mrs. Min signed. Mrs. Min, Jiminy, please, Jimin, mom, I have work to do. I am going. If you want something, call me. He said, and go behind. Leave Mrs. Min word. She signed and start to do her work. So he sparked Jimin, not park anyone. Well, he's Min Jimin with Min Yoongi, and he have a reason behind this. This is a totally Yoongi and Jimin both really don't want to get, but they have to. And Jimin is still kid, like he don't understand what is the value of. And Mrs. Min got him as a mother. She is his only friend. Lisa is Yoongi cousin. She also stay here ना कर मेरा वॉइस ओवर ना होंदा ही मैनू बहुत ज़्यादा नींद आ रही. Jimin come out from the kitchen. He come in the terrace and start to looking outside. He is looking sad. He really want to learn cooking, but what Lisa said make him sad. Outside is the snowfall, but she don't care. He only wear a single shirt on, not checking and anything else, and walking in the terrace. Suddenly someone come and see him. The man wear a black color suit looking so handsome. He just come from his office. He look at his wristwatch, see the chime, and then the small boy stand there. He went to him. His both hands is on his pockets, and he is looking so serious. He stands behind Jimin, and then Jimin feeling someone behind him. He turned and she become scared. Jimin, huh? You come? देखिया होया ना बेटा इसका ही ਹੁੰਦਾ Yoongi, what you are doing here? Jimin, me, I just come here. He's thinking what she said now, and Yoongi raised his one eyebrow. मैं Yoongi का confession बहुत मुझसे करवाया. Jimin looking down. Yoongi, I think I ask you something. I ask you something. He raised his voice a little bit, and Jimin began. Yeah, he take his step back. Yoongi, you see the weather? You didn't wear any jacket. If you catch the cold, huh? Why you are like this? He's calling, and Jimin eyes become teary. He's looking down. Yoongi, look at me, and Jimin look at him slowly. Yoongi, how can you stand here like this, huh? If you what you do, huh? Jimin, I am sorry. I just come here because Yoongi, because Jimin stays silent. Jimin, because I want to meet. Oh, I want to meet my mom and dad. Yoongi, oh, so you come here? Wow. Wow, such a kid you are, he said, and Jimin closed his eyes. Yoongi, don't be kid now, Jimin. You are kid. You are not kid anymore, Jimin. Enough kid. I'm not kid. So speak. It's been 1 month there, and Jimin is silent. But now, not anymore. Jimin, what always, always kitchen. I am not kid. I know, but what I do, tell me, my parents always treat me as a kid. I am a sensitive. I can't just call it. And the other thing I know, I still have plushie. My grandma gifted me. That's why I don't leave the plushie. But it doesn't mean I am a small kid and I can't do anything. I know I am 19 years old and it's too doing all this in this age. But what I do, huh? I have habit of all this. If you have problems, tell me. I don't do all this in front of you. And one more thing, Imam थप्पड़ मारना. One more thing, don't call me kid again, because I am not. I am adult now and also mature, he said, and she go from there. Teary eyes, and Yoongi is shocked. Iman, तमीज़ है ना उधर पैरल साइड ते चल जा. वेला चली जा. Hmm. And time skip. It's almost dinner time. Mrs. Min and Lisa is in the dining room. Mrs. Min is doing something, and Lisa is using her phone. Lisa, Auntie, Yungika, Mrs. Min, yeah, he come. It's been almost 30 minutes. नहीं ਉਹਦੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ. Lisa, oh, he didn't come to meet me. That's why I asked. Mrs. Min, why he come now? Lisa, so it doesn't mean he don't come to meet me. Mrs. Huh? It's good if you don't come now. I don't think Jimin like this. Lisa, huh? Who cares? He like or not, she is just a small kid. Nothing else. He don't know how to handle the यार ऐसे की कर सकते इसे कुछ नहीं कर सकते. You did wrong with Yoongi. Mrs. Min stays silent for some time. Mrs. Min, I know what I did for him. It's alright. You no need to feel worried for him, she said, and Lisa rolled her eyes. ईमान यार उधर जब मैं पास अपने साइड चेंज करनी है. हाँ. With us, he must be here. Where he go? Yoongi, Mom, I ask you something. He totally ignored Lisa. Lisa in mind. Should the he ignored me? He is my friend. Ignore someone. He is my friend. And now what happened with him? Mrs. Bean, I don't know. I don't see him. Maybe he is. Maybe. Hi. Hi. Maybe किधर गया? Maybe he is in his room. Yoongi, and what about dinner? Mrs. Min, dinner is ready. You go sit on the dining table. I serve you the dinner. Yoongi such made to call Jimin. She nodded and she such made. Just 5 minutes pass and made come. Made sir. Jimin sir is saying he's not hungry. You all do the dinner, she said, and Mrs. Min become Mrs. Min. What happened with him, Yoongi? Remember how Jimin go? Yoongi sent our dinner in the room, he said, and go. Mrs. Min smile. She go in the kitchen. Hmm. Something else, but it's impossible now. Yoongi come in the room and she see Jimin stand on the corner and she is looking outside. Yoongi see the is also off his sign and first on the and then he went to Jimin. He stands beside him and Jimin looking down. Yoongi, why don't you come out? I call you. Jimin, I am not hungry, Yoongi. And reason? Jimin, I don't have any reason, Yoongi. Then it's wrong. Okay, then it's wrong. Where I am not hungry. Yoongi, Jimin stays silent and Yoongi sighed. Yoongi, I don't have any problem with your plushie or you behave like a kid. I'm just saying take care of yourself. Also, you stand there on the terrace if you then, but you don't like, so I don't said this again, he said, and about to go. Jimin looked at him. Jimin, listen, he called him, and Yoongi stopped. Jimin, I am also sorry. I worked too much. Forgive me, please. He said, and Yoongi nodded. Yoongi, hmm, it's okay. Okay. Okay, I won't mind, she said, and Jimin passed him a smile, and then the door knocked. Jimin go and open the door and see a maid. She come in the room and place the tray on the table. She go, Jimin, what is this? Yoongi, you said no. You said no, so I said mom sent our dinner in the room. Jimin, sorry, I am just young. It's alright. Now come and do dinner, he said, and Jimin is in shock. Yoongi, Yoongi sit and she look at him. He raised his eyebrow. Yoongi, what happened? Jimin, what happened? Jimin, with you? Yoongi, I am not sure you are asking me like this. Jimin, no, no, sorry. He make a pouch and he sits beside him. Yoongi see his pouch and then he start to do the dinner. Both are doing the dinner and Jimin is destroying him. Jimin in mind always serious if he smile for some times. Hmm. Okay. मेरा नेक्स्ट टेक्स्ट जो है from straying me. He said, and Jimin come in the reality. He looked into another side. Jimin, I'm not straying you, Yoongi. Oh yeah, yes. You are not straying me. You are straying someone else in the room. Right? He said, and Jimin make up out. Both to the dinner. Go to the dinner. Maids take the dishes and now go to make coffee for Yoongi. Jimin, Yoongi, I learned coffee. He said in Yoongi, who is ready? Who is ready? He's reading some files. Look at him, Jimin. Yes, Mom, teach me how to make coffee, Yoongi. And why? I mean, you are still student. Why you want to learn coffee? Jimin, I want to learn cooking, and she promised me she'd teach me. And moreover, it's my vacations. That's why. Jimin, you want to taste my handmade coffee? He asked him excitedly. Yoongi, I know I don't. He said. Then Jimin, all excitement go, Yoongi, because you just learn. Because you just learn. Yoongi, if your hand or what I do, so no way. Jimin again smiled to know Yoongi think about him. Yoongi think about him, not this. He don't make good coffee. Now he think he make coffee for him and tell him he can do work. Mates come and give him coffee. Jimin sit on that bed and Jimin is checking in the file. Jimin is scrolling the picture and see a picture. he look phone is look at look at Yoongi and then the picture. Jimin, Yoongi, if you don't mind, can I ask you something? He said, and Yoongi look at him. Yoongi ask. Jimin sit on the bed. Jimin, you chill, Nona. He said, and Yoongi is silent. Jimin staring him. Yoongi don't know what he said now, and he smiled. Jimin, it's okay, don't give me answer. I just ask you randomly. He said, and Yoongi again started to see the files, and she lay on the bed. Jimin in mind. I know, Yoongi, you are still Nona, and you have so you both are together from so many years. Past so many years, me, it's just 1 week I am with you. And hmm, I'm expecting you give me place in your life. It's impossible. And maybe I never get. He closed his eyes and one drop of tear rolled from his eyes. After some time, Yoongi placed the file on the table on the side, and she looked at Jimin. He went to him and bent down. Yoongi mind, I know what you are thinking. You're Nona, Jimin. It's not true, but I don't know how to tell you the truth. How to tell you how much I you how many times and I want to confess you, but I can't because I don't know what you think about me. I confess feelings and you all take me as your brother or as something else. यार हद हो गई उठ के बैठ जा 20 थप्पड़ मारना I will confess soon and I know you understand me. I know I don't show feelings but you really okay I know मैं ना रात को इस टाइम बैठी हुई हूँ I know you don't show feelings, but you really make an important place in my life. He think and just smiled to see him on his forehead. And to lay on the bed to take him in his. He do this every night whenever he fell in sleep. He take him before he wake up. Yoongi get ready now. Also, this happened next day. Jimin open his eyes and see no one is in the room. He sit on the bed and start to rubbing his eyes. Cutely, Yoongi come out from the bathroom and see him. He smile, which is surely unnoticed by Jimin. Jimin, good morning, Yoongi morning. Jimin go in the bathroom and fresh up. And time skip, he come out and see himself last time in the mirror. He's fully ready. He wear a baggy. Wear a baggy. They both come out in the kitchen. Mrs. Min is making the breakfast. Jimin, good morning. Mrs. Min, good morning, Minnie. Jimin, why don't you call me? I will help you. Mrs. Min, it's okay, you help me in lunch, he said and smile. She said and smile. He started to place the things on the table. Yoongi, you no need to do all this maids too. So Mrs. Min make the food. Other works they hire other for other works they hire maids. Yoongi like Mrs. Min handmade food. That's why. Jimin, it's okay. He smile and Yoongi stays silent. Lisa smile. Lisa comes. She sits beside Yoongi. Jimin see and he stays silent. She want to sit beside him, but she didn't said anything and he sit in front of him. Mrs. Min, Yoongi, today Mrs. Jen is coming. So she is Jay and Jay is Yoongi brother. Jay and Jungkook live in London. Yoongi, is everything okay? Mrs. Min, yeah, she said she want to meet Jimin. Yoongi, Jimin. तेरे के ना हो गया हैं हाँ इस तो फिर तो बताओ Mrs. Min, yes, they meet Jimin on the and she said she is really impressed by his nature. Jimin is really soft hearted. He is so beautiful also. She said and Jimin looking down he is feeling Yoongi, really? He said and he looked at Jimin. Yoongi, wow, beautiful, he said and Jimin looked at him. Mrs. Min, yes, so you come. Yoongi, sure, I will. Mrs. Min smiled and she started to do the breakfast. Yoongi is showing him. Lisa look at him. Jimin looking down. He can feel Yoongi is showing him. Lisa roll her eyes. Lisa, can you drop me to university, please? I am already late. Yoongi, I will. Lisa, then get up, Mrs. Min. Let him do the breakfast. Lisa, it's alright, Auntie. He do in the office. Yoongi, if I go, Jimin leave the fort. You stay for some time. Let him finish the food breakfast. Jimin, it's okay. You go. Yoongi, fast. Finish your food. He said. Then Jimin make a pouch. He start to eat. He finishes food and Yoongi go. Jimin stand in front of the wardrobe. He is deciding the outfit, and his phone start ringing. He see the caller ID and he smiles. Jimin, hey Jay, how are you, Jay? I am fine. Minnie, what about you? Jimin, I am also fine. Jimin, I am also fine. Jay, hey Jimin, I heard Jan auntie is coming. Jimin, yeah. Jay, she's coming to meet you, especially Jimin. Jimin, auntie, tell me. Jay, so the moment was really so profitable for Yoongi Hyung. Jimin, I don't know about myself, but for your brother, it's really. Jay, brother, oh, his feelings Jimin, not yet. Maybe he think I am kitsch. Take it what Jimin. Wow, Hyung, it's really too much. You are 19 years old, Jimin. Jimin, now who said him this day? He talked for you. He asked, and Jimin remember how Yoongi looked at him and he smiled. Jimin, maybe Tay, wow, you don't know how much I am happy. Hmm. Tay, okay, now be ready. We talk later. Be ready, we talk later. He said and he cut the call. Jimin placed his phone on the side. He chose one outfit. And the outfit is white color. The outfit is white color. मैं आ गई okay okay wait a minute हाँ हाँ अच्छी खांसी वाली जिसे कहते हैं नींद मुझे वो आ रही है हम्म अच्छा मेरी तो ऐसा इसका भी थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है ना ही इज लुकिंग he places his phone on the side come out and stand in front of the mirror. He sees himself and smiles. He is looking so beautiful. It's true, Yoongi may never see a person like him before. He is carrying his hair. He's drying his hair when the door opens. Yoongi enter in the room. Jimin didn't turn. He see him from the mirror. Yoongi stopped on his spot for a second. He can't believe he is Jimin. He is looking so beautiful. Is from the dress. Hmm. Okay. तो मेरा वॉइस ओवर रह गया 40 ईमान उधर हो the reality not Yoongi, I am not straying you he said and he looked into another side he think Yoongi mind Yoongi go in the bathroom Jimin I think he don't like I said this to him but I said casually I don't have any attention to him. He sits on the bed and thinking about all this when the door opened. Yoongi come out. She is in his casual gym and Yoongi look at him. He again and again lost himself in him because Jimin is no doubt looking so beautiful. Jimin, Yoongi, yeah, Jimin. I am sorry if you feel Yoongi, huh? Why I feel? Jimin, I said you are straying me. Yoongi, oh, it's okay. It's not a big deal. You are maybe not. Jimin, no, it's not like that. He hardly said and Yoongi see him. Jimin, I am comfortable, he said, and he looking down. Jimin, I go outside and see what mom is doing. यार बस करो शर्म करो ओहो छड्डी लत छड्डी हाँ ईमान ईमान कितने चली यार आ गई हाँ वही थोड़ा ज्यादा थोड़ा हाँ said he said and come out from the room. He come in the living room and sit on the couch. In mind, Jimin in mind. Day by day, the things is getting normal. What she think about me and what I did. It's just I don't know what she think and what she do now. And then the Jin family come. Mrs. Jin come and she meets with Jimin. Mrs. Jin, how are you? Jimin, I am fine. And what about you? Mrs. Jin, I am also. And this is I am also and this is Mr. Jen. So Yoongi, how is your business going? Yoongi, it's good. And the males start to talk about the business and the females. यार हद हो गई बस हो गया थोड़ा वॉइस ओवर रह गया अच्छा। हम्म मेरा रह गया 10 मिनट बस. It's showing him. Jimin, dinner is ready, Mom, he said to Mrs. Min, and then they all go in the dining hall. And during the dinner time skip after the dinner, they serve the tea and talking with each other. Mrs. Jan, Jimin's son, come sit with me, she said. Jan and Jimin sit with Mrs. Jan. Mrs. Jan, see, you like this? I remember my tea. I see you like this. I remember my tea. That bunny, take him out with him. I miss him so much. Yoongi looked at Jimin, and what she imagined with him a beautiful memories. Today, Jimin is making him. He is saying him again and again, Mrs. Min. You are right. I'm also missing Trey so much. Jimin, me too. Mrs. Jen. You know what, Jungi? You all look so lucky. You get Jimin, a boy like Jimin. It's really a. She said in Yungi, feeling proud. Jimin looking John, Mrs. J. He's perfect. Okay, so I also want someone call me perfect, but as okay, I am also not well at all. Make him happy. Yungi, I will, auntie, said Jan. Mrs. Jan, and I said you again, you are really so lucky to have Jimin. Yungi, I know, auntie, and I agree with it. I am really so lucky to have him, and I try to make him happy for whole life. As Jimin is a simple boy, I want, so it's not difficult for me to make him happy because he is a simple and the simplicity makes me in behind him. He said all this and Jimin looked at him with his widened eyes. Not Jimin, these are also Mrs. Jan. Oh, so Min Yoongi is behind this. He said, and Yoongi lightly smiled. Jimin is shocked. Mind what she said all this just because everyone is here? Or he is serious? Month mo to kya hai? He is so serious, he thinks. Mrs. Jan. Oh, we are going now. See you soon. They all meet with each other and they go in the room. And Jimin sits in the living room. Okay. Hmm. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 7 का है. Yoongi come in the room. He fresh up. He come out. He see Jimin still didn't come. Yoongi, where is he? He didn't come yet. He start to wait for him. Jimin come in the room and see Yoongi is waiting for him. He turn and look at him. Yoongi, Jimin. Jimin went to him. Jimin, I know what you said in front of the auntie. It's not true, but you no need to do all this. He speak and Jungi maybe is listening him. Jimin is telling him he don't do all this. Jungi, you go and change. You are making me. He said and Jimin stop. He look at him. Jimin, huh, Jungi? I said you go and change. You are making me. Jimin is shocked now. He is thinking Jungi said true in front of Mrs. Chan. Jimin, you said true in front of Mrs. Jan. Jungi and it down. Jimin, huh? So shocked to react. Jimin don't know how. इतना इतना खलारा तोबा. ये लो यार, अबू जी दा रख दो. ये ये मेरा ब्लैंकेट और सिम्बा सोई चेक करो. ते 5 मिनट का रह गया. Only 5 minutes are left. To react now, he's speechless. Jungi, what you think about me? You expect my nature, he said as he know. Jungi, I ask you something, Jimin. You, huh? He smiled and looked out from the window. Jungi, Jimin, you are a rain for me in a summer. You are a for me in a winter. You are blossom for me in a cherry. You are moon for me in dark. You are light for me in my life. He said, Jan, look at him. Jimin, if I am a sky, you are the moon. If I am a star, you are my moon. He said, Jan Yoongi is just hearing. Yoongi hold his both and Yoongi, and if you are here, Min Yoongi is Jimin. Really, Yoongi want to test Jimin well, not idea. Yoongi said some one time myself here just for you. He said, and Jimin see him, then he smiled. Jimin, go and sleep. He said, and about to go, Yoongi hold his hand. Jimin freeze on his spot because it's first time Yoongi hold his hand like Fahad so गया यार वॉइस ओवर नहीं ख़त्म हो रहा इंसान की करे हद हो गई ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਸੋਈਏ ਸਕੂਨ ਮੇਰਾ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਬਸ 4 ਮਿੰਟ Yoongi never hold his hand like this. Jimin turned and looked at him. Alana, Yoongi, without you, I can't stay for a second. You are the moon of my world. You are the light in my life, and if I was rain, you are my spring. You are the reason of my. You are my reason of shining. You are my reason I am moon. I get you, and it seems like I start to live. It's only for you. I decide if you are with me, then I am here. Otherwise, he stays silent, both staring each other. Yoongi, I don't compare you with the moon because moon also have, but you don't. Jimin, it's just hearing Jimin looking down. Yoongi, Jimin, Yoongi, Yoongi. He said, and Jimin can't believe Yoongi. I don't believe I don't have any interest in your sister. You're the one whom I want in my life. What I want to stay with me for forever. You are the one whom Min always want. दो टैक्स रह गए पूरे बस दो टैक्स यार इस टाइम काम करना इस कदर डिफिकल्ट है you is really so sleepy. Okay. He said, and this is unexpected. Jimin can't believe Jimin Yoongi. Are you kidding with me, Yoongi? Huh? I asked him for myself so many times. I am kidding with myself, but it's true. He said, and Jimin smiled. He started jumping in happiness. Yoongi see him and he smiled. Jimin, you don't know how much I am happy finally. He said, and Yoongi chuckled. Yoongi, are you happy with me? Jimin, in this day, I don't even give you a single happiness. Jimin, you are now with me. It's enough for me. I don't care about past, he said emphatically. Yoongi, you are really my Jimin. Jimin, yes, I am now. Promise you don't behave with me. Don't leave me. He said, Jenny, make up or Yoongi. I will not. I am sorry. What I did in past, Jimin, no. Not sorry. You buy ice cream and chocolates for me. He said, and Yoongi, not Yoongi. I buy for you. So this is the real example of trust on each other and also love. Okay, so today's your uni result and I got 80% marks. I finally take admission in medical easily. ओके अगला टैक्स शुरू हो जा यार आखिरी टैक्स से हो जा थक गई मैं यार हद है for you, he said, and they stay like this. After some time, Jimin look up. Both look into each other eyes और आगे मैं वॉइस ओवर नहीं कर सकती क्योंकि इस पर होना ही नहीं है अब पूरा टेक्स्ट बैठे रहो सोचते रहो कि इसमें क्या कहना है ना कुछ समझ है ना कुछ और छोटा भी नहीं है अभी पूरा 1 मिनट नहीं 1 मिनट से ज़्यादा है यार हद हो गई पूरा 1 मिनट अभी पड़ा है मुझे ऐसे मज़ीद बोलना है ओह माय गॉड सो इट्स टाइम टू 2:18 तो मैंने ऐसे ही वॉइस ओवर शुरू किया था 2:20 पर आई थिंक से शुरू किया था मीन्स के जहाँ पे ये वॉइस ओवर ख़त्म होगा ना तो वहाँ होगा तो अब करंट टाइम इस टाइम 2:20 चल रहा है 18. So I said to 18 January. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds में मैं क्या करूँ? Okay, so this is the 1/1. Hope so you guys like. If you like, then subscribe and tell me in comments. Take care of yourself, Sarange. Stay safe and healthy, and remember me always. What he is doing? Oh, don't forget me. Okay. ईमान एक आहिस्ता बस थोड़ा रह गया. What you think? I leave you? I am coming. I don't leave you both alone. You take my yoongi from me, I take you from you. Okay, so stay tuned for the next part. Hope so you guys give me a good remarks of the video. Bye.